It's Lindsay from Painting with a Twist. We're doing Facebook Live videos to go over some techniques for you because we are doing to-go kits right now so you guys can still enjoy painting in your home while we are all social distancing. Those you can get at our sister studio, potterybyyou.com. Just look for those to-go paintings. We've got dozens of options on there. We're constantly adding more, so just keep an eye out. And today, we're going to go over one of those techniques that can kind of be a little elusive, and that is branches and trees. Okay. Now we've got lots of trees and branches in our library and in these to-go options. So I just wanted to show you guys some simple techniques to make a nice natural looking tree. Okay. So a couple things to remember: use a lot of paint. Paint is your best friend. It's just going to make your lines smoother. You won't have to go over them as much. Another thing, keep your hand nice and loose, okay? If you keep your hand nice and loose, you're going to get a much more natural look to those branches. They're not going to be as stiff and rigid, okay? Also, more pressure will give you a thicker line. Less pressure will give you a thin line, okay? Now, I've got a couple little options over here, but I'm going to demonstrate on my little canvas right here. Can you see me, Destiny? Okay, awesome. So what we're going to do is you're going to start out with a nice amount of paint. I got a nice little blob of paint here. Now for your tree trunk, you've always got to have a nice big old tree trunk. I always say trees are all about that base, okay? Now the key with tree trunks, you got to make sure they curve outward at the bottom, okay? That is going to be the thing that prevents them from falling over, okay? So you want to make sure they're actually grounded, okay? Now, when you start to add your branches, let's say we've got our little tree trunk here. I don't want you to just go like that, okay? What you want to think about is to kind of flow away from those sides so that it all kind of grows together. So you can kind of see as I work my way out, I'm just going to kind of lift off that pressure. Now in here, that still looks kind of funky. So what we're going to do is add a few more branches, okay? So when your branches connect to your tree trunk, they're going to connect in kind of a V shape. I like to think how kind of your fingers grow away from your palm. Same idea, okay? So you want to make sure you're covering up these extra little bits from your tree trunk. Now the other thing, just like your tree trunk is thicker at the bottom, your branches are going to be thicker where they meet up with the tree trunk. So just think the further away things get from the ground, the skinnier they're going to be, okay? So again, nice blob of paint. You can see I've got a lot of paint on there, and we're just going to kind of grow up and out, kind of flow out. Just lift off that pressure. You can always add a little bit more width down at the bottom. If you want to decide you want to make your tree even fatter, it's never too late. Now don't be afraid of a few little wiggles and things, okay? So you can kind of add just a little bit to give your tree a little personality. Now when you're adding on smaller branches, it's exactly the same idea. What I like to do is start on the branch and then you're going to brush away from the branch. Think of your little branches growing out of your bigger branches in kind of a V or a Y shape. Okay, but still let them be a little crooked, okay? Keep your hand loose. You can kind of see, I'm just going to add some little guys on here, and you can just go and go and go. Okay, you can add as many as you want. Now this one, you can kind of see, oh, it doesn't look like he's connected too well. So what I'm going to do, add a little bit more width down at the bottom. Okay, so that looks like they all grow together. Again, nice amount of paint, I'm just using less pressure now. Okay, you never need to use less paint, just less pressure. And we're just going to use this as a great way to kind of fill up some space if you're painting on a tree. Okay, oh, see that one's a little skinny? Go right back in. Just keep thinking long brush strokes, that's always going to help too. Okay, I'm going to add a couple more little branches in here. Just remember, lift off that pressure as you get out towards those edges. Okay? And it's okay if the ends of your branches aren't perfect. First of all, branches aren't perfect in real life. But also, you can always throw some leaves or blossoms right on top. You don't even have to worry about them, okay? Don't think about them too hard, okay? But once again, just make sure things are thicker at the base and get skinnier as they go. Use long brush strokes, use lots of paint, and just make sure you're lifting off the pressure for the skinny lines. Easy peasy, okay? Just make sure everything's connected and you will have a beautiful, lovely tree, okay? So I hope you guys enjoy that technique. again, check us out at partybyyou.com for paintings to go. And we are going to be on here certainly with more techniques in the future. So stay tuned. We are happy to lend you a little bit of assistance, a few little tips and tricks while you are enjoying painting at home. Stay safe.